What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. By the way, thank you for all your birthday messages on Twitter yesterday. Really made my day. But join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE's secret plan that could ruin Roman Reigns, Cena plays dumb about SummerSlam, Liv Morgan's secret tribute, Seth Rollins' heartwarming suggestion to a young child, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into the first story. Our first story looks at WWE's secret plans to ruin Roman Reigns. And a bit of news that is certain to aggravate fans who've enjoyed Roman Reigns' heel turn after years of a dismal babyface run. Dave Meltzer recently reported on Wrestling Observer Radio how the WWE wants to eventually turn the current Universal Champion back into a babyface. Now, Meltzer compared Kenny Omega, who is also rumored to turn babyface somewhere down the road, to Reigns, and how AEW and WWE respectively plan on turning their two top heels. Roman Reigns and Kenny Omega are essentially the same character in the sense that they are heels who are being groomed to be the top babyface star down the line of the promotion. AEW is at least trying to book in a way to make the matches exciting, and WWE is trying to book Roman Reigns and tell you it doesn't matter, he's gonna kill the guy. In Omega's case, AEW is waiting to see how the cleaner fares with the various injuries he is working through and gauging the fans' reaction to his heel turn before beginning the road to redemption. Reigns' turn seems a little bit more complicated. Wrestling News' Paul Davis discussed how the WWE wants to establish Reigns as a legend comparable to Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, and Bret Hart. This has always been Vince McMahon's goal with Roman Reigns, but following the Shield's babyface turn, McMahon found it difficult to get Reigns over for no other reason than he tried too hard, leading to some fans feeling as if Reigns was being force-fed to them. Fast forward to 2020 and Reigns' leave of absence during the pandemic, followed by his subsequent return and heel turn, led to fans embracing Reigns' heel character. Reigns' new attitude and badassery was well received, which should come as no surprise given the years of fans asking for the former big dog to turn villain. While Reigns' heel turn has been well received and helped to invigorate SmackDown, one can't help but ask the question, what will happen when Reigns turns babyface? Will the WWE Universe turn its back on Reigns when he becomes a babyface, or will he be so over as a heel that they'll forget about his past babyface run that turned into a disaster? It's a fascinating scenario and one we hope that the WWE thinks over before pulling the trigger. Davis went on to say, also, we were told the reason why Reigns is booked to dominate his feuds is because of the feeling that he needs to be booked like this for when he wrestles The Rock. A WWE source told WrestlingNews.co, Vince doesn't want to portray Roman as a cowardly heel who gets his ass kicked 50% of the time. He's a guy who will carry the company for the next few years, and Vince sees him as his top priority. Protect Roman at all costs. The WWE has certainly been protecting Reigns, and unlike his early title defenses, Reigns' matches have been less predictable, making for far more exciting competition. If Reigns is going to continue to be protected, look for John Cena to lose at SummerSlam if the two actually meet, something Cena is playing dumb about, as we'll see in the next story. Next up, Cena plays dumb about SummerSlam. Now, John Cena has been making the rounds in the media to promote his appearance in F9, the latest installment in the Fast and Furious franchise. During an interview with Tara Hitchcock, Cena was asked what his plans were for 21st August, and he might be in Las Vegas. Cena played dumb until Hitchcock reminded him that's the date and location for SummerSlam. Cena acted like he was unaware of the WWE's upcoming mega event and told her that right now he doesn't want to raise anyone's expectations due to his extremely busy schedule. However, as we reported several times, the hot rumor is that the 16-time world champion is going to fight Universal Champion Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Obviously, Cena nor the WWE want to make the announcement until it's confirmed, and the promotion feels it's the right time to do so. Cena, like any wrestler at his level, knows how to put the spin on things and play the media, well, except when it comes to apologizing to China. On the other hand, the media remains clueless to the reality that wrestlers and promoters still have to carry mindset of trying to pull a fast one on the public. That's the reason Cena can't get away with playing dumb about SummerSlam, and why Vince McMahon can make the same promise to investors about changing the WWE product and doing nothing but making cosmetic changes. Next up, WWE superstars refusing to get vaccinated. Reports are coming in that the WWE expects its wrestlers to get inoculated against COVID-19 as the promotion prepares to resume its live event schedule. During the recent Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer discussed how some wrestlers have refused to get their COVID vaccinations. Most people are, but there are people both in NXT and on the main roster who have not been vaccinated. The company wants everyone to, but some of them don't want to, and that's that. So it is not everyone, and I was told from NXT that there are guys who believe that the company can't force them to do it and that they're not going to get forced. They're the minority, but in fact there are people who are not vaccinated in NXT, but most of the people are. Wrestling News' Paul Davis added, "To add what Meltzer said, I have heard from a couple of people in the company who say that they have not been vaccinated, but they intend to do so by July. The feeling among the people I spoke with is that they wanted to take a wait-and-see approach to see how people's bodies react to the vaccines before taking it themselves. Thus far, we've heard nothing about bad reactions, and everyone in WWE who has been vaccinated is said to be doing fine." Given Vince McMahon's authoritarian approach to handling every aspect of his wrestlers' lives, it wouldn't surprise us to see Vince McMahon put pressure on the wrestlers to get vaccinated regardless of their legal rights. The WWE's COVID-19 policy has been a constant cause of debate amongst fans and wrestlers as the company has had testing and safety protocols that some have found lacking. Add in the WWE's refusal to disclose who had COVID and how it was dealing with outbursts, and the vaccination mandate has more people squabbling. Nonetheless, this certainly wouldn't be the first time the WWE has pressured wrestlers and the wrestlers have caved in, despite their loud protests. There are a variety of opinions on vaccinations in the WWE, but like anything in the company, there's only one option that counts, that of Mr. McMahon. Next up, Liv Morgan's secret tribute. The WWE superstars are often limited to what they can say on television as Vince McMahon micromanages everything that airs. However, Liv Morgan's recent match on SmackDown saw her send a clandestine communication to her former tag team partner Ruby Riott. Riott, whose departure shocked many fans, especially since her and Liv Morgan's Riott Squad team had been brought back into action after a violent rift. Liz wore a black band around her leg with the name Ru on it. According to Sportskeeda's Daniel Wood, Ru is Morgan's nickname for the recently released wrestler. Hopefully Morgan won't draw any backstage heat with WWE officials for honouring her friend, but with the WWE you can never be sure. If Liv Morgan disappears again, well, we'll have her answer. And finally, Seth Rollins' heartwarming gesture to a child. And last but not least, it looks like the SmackDown superstar doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. Rollins was recently seen helping a young girl fulfill her vision of buying an iPhone by patronizing her lemonade stand. The youngster's dad posted a picture of Seth Rollins at the stand along with the following message. "Attention pro wrestling fans. So Ari decided she wants to make extra money to buy an iPhone and has been doing lemonade stands for herself, and you never know who will randomly show up and buy some lemonade." Fortunately for Rollins, Cesaro wasn't waiting around to ambush him at the lemonade stand as he did during the most recent edition of SmackDown. There's no word on whether Rollins intends to endorse Ari's lemonade, but if he does, she should have no problem getting her iPhone. But there you have it guys, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.